Honorable Raksha Mantri, President of the IDSA, members of the Executive Council, distinguished participants from abroad, members of the strategic community, IDSA colleagues, members of the media, excellencies, Naval Chief, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the 14th Asian Security Conference being organized by the IDSA. We are grateful to the Honorable Defence Minister of India and the President of the Institute, Shri A.K. Antony, for agreeing to deliver the inaugural address at the conference, despite the fact that he has to catch a flight very shortly and he would be leaving quite early after delivering his address. Our special thanks to scholars and experts from around the world who have taken time out to come to New Delhi to take part in this conference. Your participation in the conference will enrich its value. Friends, the first Asian Security Conference was organized way back in 1999. In these 14 years, the world has changed dramatically. The center of political and economic power is shifting to the Asia-Pacific region. Several new powers are emerging. India too has changed. What is significant is that the pace of change has accelerated. This trend will continue in the near future too. Uncertainty has become norm in the global order. It is interesting to note that even at the 1999 Asian Security Conference, non-military security threats were talked about and discussed. During these years, the Asian Security Conference, various conferences have tackled a variety of themes. The common objective of these conferences has been to identify the emerging security trends, pinpoint the drivers of change, and to understand how they impact on the global and regional geopolitical environment. This year's theme focuses on the challenge of non-traditional security issues in the Asian context. The concept of non-traditional security issues is still evolving and not defined precisely. There is, however, a general agreement among scholars and experts that the traditional concept of security, which focuses on interstate relations, conflict and military issues, is too narrow to fully describe the security challenges of today. This concept excludes the individual. Human security, which focuses on the security and safety of the individual, the communities and societies, is now the focus of attention. This concept has been discussed and propagated in numerous multilateral fora, including the UN, and this takes into account the well-being of the individual. Climate change, food, energy and water scarcities, health issues, human and drug trafficking, organized crime, terrorism and a host of other issues are covered in this concept. The traditional concept of security becomes diffuse and blurred when we take into account these factors. A considerable effort is required to understand the interplay between traditional and non-traditional issues. The first session of today's conference is devoted to examining the conceptual framework and basis of non-traditional security issues. Other sessions take up the themes of climate change, water, energy security, transnational crime, and economic security. A point to note here is that some of the non-security issues are beginning to have serious geopolitical and geo-economic impact. A few examples can be cited. Thanks to climate change, the Arctic Sea is melting and the geography of the Arctic Circle is changing rapidly. This has already changed the geopolitical environment in the region as the quest for hydrocarbons and other resources in the Arctic Sea intensifies. Further, climate change negotiations, which have a global character, have begun. The new global agreement on climate change, to which a commitment was made at the Durban Conference COP last year, will be a major factor in defining the emerging global order. The increasing focus on green technologies and green economy is likely to change the structure of the global and national economies in the next few decades, much in the same way as the discovery of fossil fuels did in the 19th and the 20th centuries. The next impetus for economic growth will come from green technologies. International terrorism and asymmetric warfare have turned out to be the defining features of the emerging global order. 9/11, which demonstrated the power and reach of the non-state actors, had a major impact on global situation. The US-led war on terrorism after 9/11 has led to the major geopolitical change in the world. The US got involved in two highly expensive wars in Iraq and Afghanistan as a result of 9/11. These wars have had an impact on the US power too. Piracy in the seas around Somalia has brought to focus the issues of maritime security, the safety of sea lanes of communication, and maritime security in general. Competition for scarce resources, including food, water, rare earths, etc., will intensify in the near future. Food and water security will have major impact on societies and interstate relations. Climate change can lead to intensification of these issues. These examples can be multiplied. A common feature, however, of the non-security threats is that they are transnational, they affect large number of people, they are not well understood, they mutually reinforce, and they require wider international cooperation. Many of these issues will be discussed at length by experts and scholars over the next 2 days. I am confident that the deliberations of the conference will bring forth new ideas and will enrich our understanding of the challenges arising out of non-traditional security threats. Thank you very much.